I heard a number of years ago a father that took his daughter out for lunch. They went to McDonald's. While they were there at one of the tables, he simply reached over to get one of her fries, and then she said, "Hey, those are my fries." The father, he sat back in his chair and he thought to himself, she really doesn't understand where those fries came from. First, I don't need her fries. I can go get my own fries. She also doesn't understand that if I wanted to, I could take all of her fries because I paid for them. And also, if I wanted to, I could go get so many fries that I could bury her in fries. I don't need her fries, but I do want her to share. I want her to be thankful. Welcome to the Word for 2021. Today we're in Deuteronomy chapter 8. Here in Deuteronomy chapter 8, God is telling the people, beginning in verse 10, that when they are in the promised land and after they have eaten and are satisfied, after they have built fine houses, after they have settled down, after their herds and their flocks have increased, and their gold and their silver has increased, then do not become proud. He says in verse 17, "Don't say to yourself, my power and the strength of my hands have produced this wealth for me. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." In my Bible, I've underlined verse 18. Remember the Lord, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. That is something that we should never forget. Everything that we are and everything that we have has come as a gift from God. Our life is a gift from Him. Our very breath is a gift from Him. Our family, our job, our talents, our abilities, they all came from God. When we forget where all these things came from, we become unthankful, and then that leads towards pride. The best way to fight against pride is to stop and to think. Where did everything that we have, where did it come from? It came from God's gracious hand. Therefore, if we will simply think, then we will be thankful. We'll be humble, knowing that everything did not start with us, but it started with God. In verse 11, God said to the people, "Be careful and not forget." Be careful, do not forget. That means that we have a part to play, that we get to choose whether we're going to be thankful or full of pride. We get to determine what our attitude is going to be. The best way to have a good attitude about everything that we have is to be a giver, to share. When we share, we understand that everything that we have, it's been given to us, and so we're now able, as a blessing, to give to others. And then the next is to be a tither, to put God first, to give Him the first portion, the first fruits of all that we have received. When we are giving, we are showing appreciation to God. When we're a tither, we are honoring Him and we are trusting Him to continue to provide for us. We're acknowledging that God is our source and it does not originate with us. When we are tithing, we are thanking God that He first gave to us. So when we give, we're saying, God, you are worthy of getting the very best that I have because you gave everything to me that I do have. So I give back to you what you first gave to me. Thank you for joining the Word for 2021.